Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we are going to be playing Mask. We start off with a pretty okay shop. I mean, a pair of crafties is always nice to see. They get nice and big if you can triple them, so even though the spell's like not that great, we're just going to slam a crafty, lock the other one, and then we're going to take our roll afterwards. Like maybe if a good character had shown up, we might have just went for the shard and then locked the other crafty in, but we just take the roll anyways. We don't find another crafty, which is basically the only thing we'd be looking for there. We get an extra gold from Share Bear here, and with this forbidden fruit in the shop, actually that allows us to buy 3 characters here, so yeah, we lose that fight, but we get kind of rewarded here just for fighting Share Bear early. Okay, I could have taken another character there, but instead I opted to roll. In hindsight, I think that's probably wrong. Clearly, with the way I was surprised at my own play there. Anyways, we get to triple our crafty, and then we've got 3 gold left over. We're just gonna take Shepherd Sling just to get some stats onto our board. I mean, there's an argument for like Jumping Beans. Jumping Beans does add like basically the same amount of stats, but on one specific unit. I think if you have like a couple Polywoggles or like a couple range characters, like Jumping Beans might be more worth it in this spot, but Shepherd Sling works out to just way more stats overall. And then we've got the choice between the pig and the mummy here, and I figure we go with the mummy, and then we're going to cast our first dream, and we turn into Gwen, which is going to net us a knighthood here. We get a slay on our Copium Princess there, or Brave Princess. And then we've got 6 gold to work with this turn. With the Shepherd Sling, the Princess Peep is obviously very serviceable, so we're just going to take that. We're going to switch heroes once again. Now that we've got our knighthood, we don't really need anything else out of Gwen's hero power. And kind of some medium selections. I think we're just going to go with Horseman. Horseman just provides some amount of value with the 3 kidnaps that we get, and we do have the board space, or the hand space for it, so we might as well. It's either that or we go for Grandmother and wait for level 6 to get some value. Or we could go Pied Piper and just kind of move into, try and move into animals, I guess. And I mean, with like a Princess Peep, we've sort of got the start of some kind of summons build. But decide against it ultimately there. Fortunately for us, we don't get run over by the donkey, but Fate's attacks are fortuitous enough for them to avoid taking some damage there. Alright, we're going to take this pair of pigs, of course. Considering casting this TLK, but I think we're actually going to lock this TLK and then basically hope that Brave Princess slays, and then we can get a golden 4. So we're just going to cycle a bunch of stuff out of this this shop. We're going to cast our Kidnap, of course. Free up some hand space. Unfortunately, they attack directly into our Brave Princess there. We do lose 1 pig, but we get to keep the other one. And yeah, now this TLK lock looking a little bit silly. Also, we did steal their Brave Princess, which had 2 progress left. So we got a Brave Princess that's slightly bigger, but is also farther behind on their quest than our initial Brave Princess anyhow. I consider just getting a random 4, but on level 4 I just don't think that's worth it. There's a hippo, which briefly considered. And none of these really particularly look very good. We are going to cast the Kidnap, of course. I mean, we're just going to free up our bench spot and just cast it there. We do find a treasure map, which we are going to lock, or we are going to take here, of course. But that means that we really don't want these Brave Princesses to slay. Also, we wanted to get this Friendly Spirit, so we did sell at the last second there. Just barely got it in. And fortunately for us, we do get one. I mean, fortunately for us, the Brave Princess that does slay is the one that has 2 quests left. So we don't break our treasure map on a level 5 here, and then we pick up a second Friendly Spirit, which is fantastic for us here. It's a 4 pair. And there's our triple for the Friendly Spirit. which I mean, with this this Ivory Owl is going to be very, very good. Just getting stats onto it every single turn is gonna, and when we get to double dip and double those stats, so I'm feeling very good about that one. Also, this Ivory Owl is going to help us get our Brave Princess slays. Eventually, they'll just get there. Eventually, they'll get big enough to slay something. And there's one. We get that one finished. The second one does not get the slay though, unfortunately. But we do get a level 3 treasure from the first one. Just gonna take a Haunted Helmet. It's gonna add some stats. And I mean, with this Ivory Owl, we might as well just jam another friendly spirit, right? And with this growing golden friendly spirit, I mean, I think Copycat's kind of a no-brainer here. These mummies actually looking pretty good as well with these the increasing stats on our board with the Ivory Owl. All right, we get the attack here, so we get to put a bunch of stats on something in the front row there, and our frontline friendly spirit goes on to the. I believe it went on to the other friendly spirit, and then we transfer those stats once again to our back line, making them both very large. We're gonna cast a Wizard's Test on this golden friendly spirit. I mean, as long as we can keep getting these copycat attacks, it's gonna be very, very powerful. We're gonna pick up a Wombat's, another unit that just takes the Ivory Owl stats very, very well, and also can take the friendly spirit stats extremely well, and allow us to just really, really recycle these stats and get a ton of value out of them. Alright, there's another Copycat, which we are going to lock for. We could sell down for it, and I think we might. I mean, like, we want to get it on board as quickly as possible to get those Ivory Owl stats onto it. We do have to get out of one of our mummies here, unfortunately, because I figured keeping the crafties a little bit better than the second mummy. Also, like, there's not too many level 3 treasures we really care about at this point. We've already used up our treasure map. We're not looking to be getting into Hat Ball at this spot. Wombats pops out a very, very large shoulder fairies. Get some more stats onto the Wombat there. And yeah, again, the combination of friendly spirit stats onto Wombat just really showing how powerful that is. Speaking of Wombats, there's a golden Wombat, so we hit pretty well there. We can get out of this Shepherd Sling now. And I think we're just going to take this Hand of Midas. We are like one experience away from 6 next turn, but we're going to lock the end and hopefully go to 6 and maybe find a golden 6 as early as possible here. We do still have this Knighthood hanging out in our hand as well, so yeah, we can Hand of Midas something. And we do. I think I Hand of Midas this friendly spirit by mistake, just because I saw the friendly spirit. I wanted to pick it up, forgetting that I had it. But I don't think it's too big a deal here. Again, we still have this Knighthood hanging out. But and also the game bugged out a little bit. We can't actually cast this the end. We're not able to grab onto it. I think maybe because I tried grabbing onto it while the Hand of Midas animation was happening. So that's unfortunate. I mean, not that we need to go to 6 anymore. Since we spent gold already, we're not really going to find much that we can buy immediately. So we might as well just roll anyways. We picked up another Wombat as well. And I mean, we're kind of getting to a point where we're using the Knighthood on even just like Copycat might be worth it. I mean, we do have the pair, which is kind of nice, but like having 3 Copycats on this board seems like it might be really good. Opponent has 9th book and gets a lot of spells off, but fortunately for us, it's not quite enough to scam us. We're gonna change heroes immediately here. Rumpelstiltskin would be really good to help us look for 6s, but like, there's not actually a lot of 6s that we really want on this board. We've kind of set ourselves up into a kind of an awkward spot where like this comp doesn't really, or what we have here doesn't really fit too well into most endgame comps. So we might just end up riding this friendly spirit Wombats comp just to the end. It's looking more and more like that every turn. Maybe we add an Echo Wood. Echo Wood would be a great pickup for us. Of course, like we're throwing a ton of stats around the board, so the Echo Wood seems like it would be a good pickup in slot 7 there. And if we could pick up an Echo Wood and jam the Knighthood onto it, that would be fantastic. We do have a Ghost Fight here, so we can kind of take some extra rolls. We don't need to improve this turn. Not that we necessarily need to improve. We've got a ton of stats on board. Eventually we cast a Burning Palm on the Friendly Spirit. I think holding the Knighthood for a potential Echo Wood is the right thing to do here. Yeah, because we have with the 3 golden Friendly Spirits that we have here, the Friendly Spirits putting stats onto the other Friendly Spirits creates like a pretty powerful feedback loop, kind of double dipping on these stats. And yeah, you would think that like Good Boy would be a great pickup here, but without Crown of Atlas, like the only thing that we enhance is the Friendly Spirits, which like might be enough, but also like we kind of have a lot of work to do to make it work. So we just decided to roll past it. I did pick up a Soul Tack because we've seen some Lightning Dragons in the lobby. I believe the skip had Lightning Dragons last time we saw them. We go for the Fiercify onto our Friendly Spirit, and we're actually going to cut one of these copycats, and we're just going to protect our Friendly Spirit and Golden Wombats here against the... now they have two Lightning Dragons, and yeah, we get very good Soul Tack value there. And yeah, they were hoping to kind of pick apart our comp with the with the Lightning Dragons, and we just made them pay and basically go down 2 characters for no reason. And yeah, the Friendly Spirit fueled Golden Wombats here. It doesn't even pop, and it's still enough to take down the lobby. So yeah, this is a really fast lobby, I feel like. I mean, we had a lot of tempo going just because we had so many stats, and like we were using the stats so efficiently and getting so much value from our stats that we were kind of demolishing opponents left and right. And we did have a couple golden backline characters, so I think that contributed to the speed of the lobby, anyways. But yeah, this one was a kind of a unique game. We never played any level 6 characters, and we didn't even upgrade our copycat, and it still was just like with just these golden Friendly Spirits and the Ivory Owl, it was still just enough to overwhelm everybody. And yeah, I mean this comp was a ton of fun to play. Obviously, I love to play Wombats. I mean, Friendly Spirits are always great, and yeah. I would definitely play this again in a heartbeat if it were to come together. But yeah, you need some pretty specific scenarios for that to happen, and this just happened to work out. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun stuff that helps the algorithm. I would very, very much appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.